I'm not upset. I'm not angry. It didn't offend me, the comments that 50 Cent made. And here's why.
Hello, motherfucker.
Thanks for joining. We'll be discussing fitness, fashion, and ways to focus on greatness. Be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell. Hey y'all, so just wanted to jump on real quick. 50 Cent has been making the headlines this week regarding some comments he made on Lil Wayne's, I don't know if it's a podcast or a show. It's on Apple TV. I did not watch the entire show, just as a disclaimer. I did watch the about 10 minutes or so when they were speaking briefly about black women. Now, I don't even know how the subject came up in the conversation. However, I'm not upset. I'm not angry. It didn't offend me, the comments that 50 Cent made. And here's why. The comments didn't offend me because I don't date 50 Cent. What I have an issue with mainly was Lil Wayne laughing and cracking up, acting just like a coon, jumping all over the couch at 50 Cent's comments. Because somewhere along the line, he forgot that he has a black daughter that looks the way that 50 Cent described. The typical girl from the on the block. He didn't want to be with the typical girl on the block. They look like this and they look like that. He wanted exotic, straight from the boat. Okay, so that's even fine. If a person has a preference, that's their preference. They're entitled to it. However, there's a lot of these men that are making it a fetish. And my thing is, if you prefer that look for a woman, because it's not a type of woman, it's a look on a woman. If you are enticed by that woman's beauty, that woman, the way that woman looks, hey, go for it. My thing is, why do black men have to put other black women down to date these women? That's the part I don't understand. Why do black women have to be bitter and angry for you to be okay with dating these women? If you want to date these women, date these women. It has nothing to do with black women. And I've been saying this for years. 50 Cent is still upset, and he's the one that's bitter about breaking up with his first baby mother. And I hate to use that word, but the mother of his first child, Marquise, he is still angry and he is still bitter because she didn't want to be with him. And I don't care what nobody says. If nobody ever tells me that it's true, I will continue to believe that, because that's just how he sounds. He's angry and he's bitter, and he's pushed that onto any black woman that he's encountered, whatever may have transpired between the two of them. And when black men such as 50 Cent, and you don't have to be famous, there's a lot of black men that feel this way. When black men feel this way, it's because it's the directive of the way they were raised, their mother, their grandmother. They've seen this in their home, and that's why they believe these notions. And while it may be sad, I think it's deplorable that in this day and age, you honestly believe if you weren't 50 Cent, you would have the choice of women that you do, because that's what's laughable to me. He looks like a gorilla. He's not handsome at all. He's not a fabulous dresser. His personality is not great. He bullies people. I don't know him personally, but his personality online isn't that great. He's a constant asshole to other people. While I might find it funny, it's because I'm not his target. I'm not his friend. I'm not in a relationship with him, so I can chuckle at it. However, I don't think I would want any type of relationship with this man, because the moment that you do something he doesn't like, he's going to attack you. And that's just the bottom line. So while it's funny for Lil Wayne and 50 Cent to laugh at black women, let's say what they're saying is true, and black women are angry and black women are bitter. How about you could have taken it upon yourself to love and embrace and teach black women that you got their back? that you do respect them, that in nowhere in your life are you going to disrespect them, and that they deserve that. How about men of your power, that have the power that you do and have the success that you do? Even if you don't date them, you don't have to date black women. But how about you take your platform and you say, black women deserve respect, which we do. Black women, we have fought, and we have fought for black men. We were the first on the front line when it came to fighting for George Floyd and all of the other black men that have become victims of police brutality. We stand tall. That's not anger. That's not madness. That's not bitterness. But none of that goes noticed. It goes totally unnoticed. Lil Wayne, he's so far from reality. He wants to take up for the police just because a white police officer saved his life. He didn't take a stand. 50 Cent didn't take a stand. He might have posted here and there, but he's not using his power or his authority or his success to help in the fight. And this is not just a moment. This is a movement. And he's been that black man that I'm sure has been harassed by the police. But he wouldn't take the time out right now to stand up to the police and use his platform. And I'm not saying I am in control of what other people should or shouldn't be doing with their platform, with their voice, with their success, with their money. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying at the same time, why are you speaking on that in this time and age? Why is that important that you made sure that you said that on such a large platform to down black women? We don't care. Like, it might be 2 or 3 women in your comments that are saying something about who you're dating, 50 Cent, but black women as a whole, we don't care who you date. I follow you and I follow Cuban Link. I did lose a little respect for you just because I don't think it was necessary that you put black women down. Now, the other exotic that you have a son with that reported that she had to fight you, a domestic violence case against you, I don't think that's anything to brag at. I don't think black women are missing that. So while you seem to cherish these exotic women, since they are so above and beyond black women, what happened there? Why aren't you still with this exotic? And I really think you're doing a disservice to Cuban Link. Let that young lady live her life. You're old enough to be her father, for the most part. She's still in college, for goodness sake. Let that young lady live her life and leave her alone. Because there's no way in the world she would be bothered with you if you were not 50 Cent. And that's the honest to God truth. That's a fact. That's a fact. And Lord knows we don't care who Lil Wayne dates. He has, I don't know how many baby mamas. He does not take care of his children. Ray Janae is an adult and still crying for his attention. We don't miss that. Most of us black women, we have established great relationships with other black men. We're happy in our lives and our careers. How we look, we aren't insecure. And Lil Wayne and 50 Cent's conversation, just to end this, Lil Wayne's and 50 Cent's conversation is the epitome of what happens when black men are insecure. No matter how much money they have in the bank, no matter how many women they have dated, they are very insecure and they're looking for validation. Again, these are just my thoughts, not the law, just my opinions. Be sure to comment below and let me know how you feel. Thank you.